y'all, it's Beeebs, your resident sprout, and today we'll be reacting to Delicious in Dungeon. Now, we just finished watching episode 2, which kind of like talked a little bit about their dynamics a little bit, of how they can work together as a team, what they can learn from each other, particularly with a focus with Marcel and Chulchuk, and Senshi, of course. Yeah, that episode was really sweet and again funny because what the hell do you mean that a chicken is the tail and it wasn't the snake? What? But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna jump right into episode 3. Let's get started, shall we?
ああ、しんどい。階段ばかりじゃ疲労感も2倍だね。
適度な疲れは飯をうまくする。
適度ならね。
You know, it kind of really makes sense what he was saying earlier in terms of having like the nutrition, having proper nutrition, because going through a dungeon, I would imagine, takes a lot physically. So at least being well fed could kind of help you out a little bit with it.
そういえばここに繋がってるんだっけ。
結構時間短縮になったな。あれ？
Hmm?
どうした？スバのところの細工がない。いや、ずいぶん前から取れかかっていたんだ。紐で湯あえたり、糊で貼り付けたりとごまかしていたが、まあ寿命だろ。ないとまずい部分なのか？いや、全く。
思い出の品だったり。
思い出といえばそうなんだが、
Yeah.
3
What's
年
the
前、
significance?
まだ駆け出しだった頃、手慣らしも兼ねて金ハギの一団に混
Oh,
ぜ
like
て
they
もらって
were
たんだ
like
よ。
really close.
うん、ここいらもあらかた剥いでしまったな。城内に何かないか見てみよう。おう。
Oh, right. I just realized they're brother and sister.
だが、
Oh.
二人で引き返すのも無理だろう。
Why didn't I catch on to that? Anyway.
完全に朽ち果ててるな。こんなところで死ぬと発見されず、こうなっちまうってことか。おい、こっち来てみろよ。
One second. I just realized something. Ooh.
こいつなら売り物になるんじゃないか？
さっきよりはマシだが、溶かして材料費くらいにしか。
Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all just gonna have to maneuver, but they're everywhere. Hmm. Oh no. Oh no.
その時の件がこれ。初めての死亡だったから、しばらくは
It was my first death. Okay, hold on, pause. What's happening with this universe here? What's up with the deaths? Because I recall in first episode, Marcel was saying, when she was like covered in that slime thing, that it was like her first death. Can you die multiple times in this world, in this universe? Because he's saying the same thing now. It was my first death. So, and that was 3 years ago when he died. So, like, how does that work? Because I'm here starting to think, like, is it that this world has reincarnation? Reincarnation is like instant. Because usually, like, when reincarnation is like depicted in different media, it usually takes like years upon years, centuries maybe sometimes. Although I know that's not really like completely strict because reincarnation for like different beliefs and whatnot could actually be instant, but just you're not the same person. You become someone else or something else, or you know. But in this case here, that's 3 years ago. They died. Well, he died, and he's still the same person. He's still alive right now. I need some answers. I need some answers.
さまざまな文献を読んだが、味まで書いてあるものはなかったな。どんな味がす
Why
る？
would you want to eat armor?
戦士ならどうやって調理する？
あ、鎧が食えるわけないだろう。
動く鎧は魔法で操られてるだけで生き物じゃないよ。
それは知ってるが、
I'm sure.
なめし川を食べるのは困難だし、他の魔物を取った方がはるかに楽だ。そんなに鎧が食いたきゃ自分のを煮て食えよ。
Like, how would armor even like try to taste like? Like, I'm trying to understand like what the texture. That's too hard. How? What can you do to make it? You know, just like how they made with the slime, they kind of made like noodles. But what can you do with armor?
あいつら足は遅いから十分振り払える。
そうだな。いけそうか？みんな。
大丈夫。
どの鎧が動くかわからない。みんな気をつけろよ。せーの。
Oh, and they're starting. Okay. Okay, that was quick. Good. But y'all should move before the others start moving. Never mind. They're already moving. All right. Yeah. 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 Oh, why did that animation look so good for a second there? Ooh. That aura? Yeah, y'all should do something real quick before you die. Why are you so dazed? You need to move. I understand this is an area of potential, you know, it was a traumatic experience, but
今日は妙にしつこい。
hmm.
何か機嫌を損ねてしまったのか。
まさかあいつらに体調や気分なんて存在しない。だからこそ操ってるやつを倒せれば簡単なんだけど。
そんなやつ本当にいるのか？見た
Hmm.
ことねえぞ。
いつもは近づいた人間を攻撃するだけなのに。今日は明らかに進行を
Yeah, they
妨害
actually
された
stepped
な。
out more, so
つまり、あの先にある何かを守っている
that's
と考えられ
possible.
る。
Yeah.
操ってるやつが近くにいる。確かにそれはあり得るかも。
魔物なのそれは。
わかんない。でもここまで強い魔法の使い手なんて堅気じゃない。とにかくどうにかしてあの鎧たちの包囲網を突破。
Why is he?
接触すれば動きを封じられ
I'm
る
gonna
かも
just
しれない。
pretend he's not holding a pot right now.
例えば、3人がおとりになって引きつけている間に1人が扉の先に行くとか。
But what if what's hiding behind the door is more powerful?
前チルチャックが適任かと思ったが。
俺は大して戦えないし、動く鎧には目や耳がないんだから、生き物じゃない相手に気配消しても意味ないだろう。
目や耳がない。
Hmm. Yeah, that's totally a way how a bait should act, Marcel. Ooh, nice. Okay. But what's behind this door is the question.
あ
Another armor? This is like the captain? Oh, that's an interesting helmet.
こっちにも動く鎧。
にゃ
このタイプの鎧が動くのは初めて見たが。
Yeah, you should prepare yourself.
やつはようだが、外の鎧よりも強そう。応援を呼ぶわけにはいかないし、とにかく俺一人でこいつらが何を守っているのか突き止めないと。
Hmm. Ooh. If it lets you. Oh, child. Ooh. Get up. Oh, no. Don't tell me this is going to be like your second death. Not in the same place. Well, technically a little. You went a little further, but still. Hmm? What is that?
盾に何かついてる。なんだろう。すごく見覚えがある。
Hmm? Oh, this animation. Oh.
あれは
What is that?
乱象。
An egg case?
何かの生き物の卵。あれをかばったんだ。だが一体何の卵だ。こいつらを操ってるやつのか。
動く鎧には目や耳がないんだから。
いや、ずっと違和感があった。目や耳のない無機物が。間違いない。こいつは生き物だ。誰に命じられてるわけでもない。本能に基づいて行動し、卵を守ろうとしてる。
Oh.
だったらいくらでも倒し方がある。そして食える。
Not you being hungry at this time. Your life is in danger. Yeah, y'all keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Oh. The cameraman being in the helmet. Girl, he's having a time right now.
だが生き物なら必ず殺せる。内臓の損傷、体液の流出、窒息、餓死。時間のかかるものは現実的じゃない。まず中に潜む生き物がどんな形をしているのか。
Ugh.
スライムのような不定形生物にしては動きが規則的すぎる。小さな生き物の集合体だが物音がしないから考えにくい。あるいは手足の長い生き物が奥に潜む。
Oh my god, please don't.
他にもあるかもしれないが、実際に確認した方が早いか。方法は一つ。卵のついた盾を狙って隙を作る。
Okay, quickly, do something before it recovers. Okay. But what happens now?
中身何もない。
Yeah, it's empty just like the others. So now what?
首を拾うのは機体構造なのか。まずい。次の手を。
Gotta think fast. Ooh. Oh.
俺がどの柱に隠れたか見えてなかったのか。やはり頭に何か隙間。
Hmm? What is that?
なるほど。軟体生物。内側に張り付いていたのか。切断されても平気だったのは初めからバラバラの群生だったからか。
Hmm.
頭を探しているのか。
Yeah.
今の状態なら。
Which is also kind of interesting because that's how the other armor was kind of acting. Like they wouldn't move until they put their head right back. It's like they can't function. Hmm. Apparently a lot.
関節のところでつながって伸縮することで筋肉の動きを模しているのか。雌雄同体かな。どの個体が卵を産んだんだろう。みんな早くこっちに。そんな場合じゃ。
Hmm.
やっぱり魔術師がいたの？
魔術師なんていない。動く鎧を操られていたわけではなく、生き物だったのだから。
はあ？
ほら、この鎧の内側、2層になって中に何かへばりついてる。これが動く鎧の正体だ。
Now they know.
中で互いに手をつないで、その部位の筋肉の役割を果たしていたんだよ。一匹一匹はもろくとも部位を分担し、鎧の骨格を利用すれば人間のような動きができる。
My question is like, how do these creatures know instantly how to mimic human movement? And to be so detailed, like to basically act like muscle. He is so excited. He is so excited.
しなよ。
セイシー、鎧は食べられないが、この中身ならどうだ。なかなか栄養価も高そうじゃないか。
はあ？うおー、こんなわけのわからないもの食べられるはずないでしょ。
まあ、マルシル、どんな食べ物も最初の一口はわけのわからないものだ。
Why are you being like this?
初めて触る食材だから自信はないが。
Well, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be an ingredient he hasn't used before. So, I wonder how he's going to approach this.
よし、決まった。鎧から身の部分を外してくれ。
お、溺れた。
さすがに水で砂抜きは無理か。そもそも砂抜きが必要なのかどうか。内容物が気になるので。
Why are you bringing your hands over like that?
スライスした身はスープに油と動く鎧の切り身に薬草と調味料。頭は蒸す。
You're going to steam the...
あとは
Okay.
定番もやっておくか。
Might as well get fancy with it.
できたぞ。
Okay. Okay.
マルシルはどれから食べる？
じゃあスープじゃなくて毒消しって食中毒にも効くの？
匂いは悪くない。
なんかほのかに鉄の匂いが。
Yeah, you be the guinea pig.
なんでみんなそんな
Why is Senshi joining in
動く鎧を食べる
with his expression? Oh my gosh.
先に口にしてはな。
死んだらあいつここに捨てていこう。
This show is hilarious. It's the way they really did treat him like a guinea pig.
最初は味がないかと思ったけど遅れてくる味が。
食中毒の症状ってどのぐらいで出るの？
ものによる。
こんなものか。悪くないが、もっとうまく調理できたな。そっちのはどうだ。
Y'all have to try it. Y'all have to eat.
どう？
まずくはないけど。
Okay, so all that's left is your soup.
どうだマルシル、
mushrooms.
だろう。蒸し焼きもうまいことできたな。こんなの絶対うまいに決まってる。ほっ。
I feel like this one's gonna be disgusting.
カビ臭い。
But y'all cleaned that up.
しかし長らく迷宮にいるが、まさかこいつが食えるとは思わなかったな。
動く鎧が卵から生まれる貝もどきだなんて誰も思わないよな、普通。
きっと生まれたばかりの幼体はとても小さく、誰も動く鎧とは思わないんだろう。おそらく成長とともに外角を形成すると群れ始めて、動けるようになるとさらに他の分体を探して移動していく。一列に並んだ鎧はお見合いをしていたのかもな。おそらく雌雄同体で一番大きな軍個体が卵を産む。
It's the way how he was in the background. You think he's slick.
いやもういいから。
一時期あれほど恐ろしかった対象がこんなに。
Well, at least he has a new sword.
あの剣折れちまった。
Yeah, because the sword broke.
それもらっていけば。
Oh no.
その剣使うなら呪われてないか鑑定しとこうか。
大丈夫大丈夫、絶対に呪われてない。俺にはわかる。
何その自信は。変な呪いもらっても知らないからね。
What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it, sir? Sir? Sir?
新しい剣も手に入り、
Sir?
彼らの旅は続く。そして仲間が一匹増えたことを他の3人は知る由もない。
Are you gonna treat it like a pet? Are you gonna eat it? Sir! All right, so that was episode 3. You can actually eat living armor. That is pretty wild to consider. That's pretty wild. But for it to actually be like a shellfish of sorts, I guess if you think about it, like in terms of how hard crab is, or lobster, or crayfish, and whatnot, I guess it's a good turn. It's a good little twist with that concept, but with armor, actual armor. Yeah. But what is he gonna do with that sword though? With what's lingering in the sword? Is it gonna be like a midnight snack? Is it gonna be a pet? When are you gonna introduce this to the rest of the party? Sir? But yeah, overall, that was a good episode. Would you guys try that living armor? Would you try it? What do you think? I mean, technically I know like with the whole animal kingdom, certain things are similar, but they're not always like that related. Just makes me wonder, like if you were in this world and whatnot, for those that are like allergic to shellfish and whatnot, would they also be sort of allergic to these living armor? Like if they were to enter that area, would they immediately start to like react in a way? Would that have been like another indicator to know that it's edible? Sort of, not really. I don't know. One other thing that still confuses me a bit with this world is the concept of death. This is the second time that a character has mentioned their first death. I need to know more about that. What's going on with that? Can people die multiple times? What's the limit of deaths that can happen in this world? Is it actually a true death, or does something happen for you to be sort of like resurrected? Because the fact that he quote unquote died 3 years ago, but he's here again as the same person with this, I would like to imagine with the same memories, because he like had like a past memory of him and his sister when they were younger and their dog. Yeah. I need to know a little bit more in terms of what's that about, because it's a bit peculiar. I'll just put that like that. It's just a bit peculiar. I'm kind of intrigued to know what that's about. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about this whole concept of living armor and how they described it in this episode. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.